Tonight, we revisit the moments that defined a tournament built on hope, hubris, and the unwavering belief that the next swing will definitely be better. From the towering drives that soared with promise, to the worm burners that barely survived takeoff. These are the shots that shaped legends, humbled egos, and forced more mulligans than any event in recorded history. Two brothers step onto a course that has broken stronger men, humbled champions, and claimed more golf balls than science can explain. A course steeped in tradition, heartbreak, and questionable club selection. For over 0 years, this tournament has stood as a monument to perseverance and poor aim. They grew up under the same roof, they shared the same meals, but today, they don't even share a consistent swing path. This is WWD Sports Central, presenting the official highlight reel of golf's most forgiving tournament, the Mulligan Masters Invitational. Legends aren't born here. They're not created here either. But they do get a second chance. Buckle up. It's about to get inspirational and deeply, deeply questionable. This is Highlight Night on WWD Sports Central. Hello everyone. We hope to find you in good spirits as we set out to take a look at some of these highlights from the Mulligan Masters Invitational that took place last weekend. We will be taking a look at the dynamic duo of cringy golf, brothers in blood, and professional golfers probably never. They of course are Cody and Dylan Berkeley. We'll see a short selection of clips our analysts have chosen for us, not only of just golf, but also some course history. From what I have been told, Cody has taken a liking to his home course in rural Pennsylvania and learned all he could about it, including the types of trees and bushes commonly found in the area. Perhaps it's from spending too much time in them looking for his ball. On the course for this tournament, there were wind gusts of up to 18 miles per hour, so stray drives may be allowed to be blamed on the wind, but the wind is the least of their worries. First, we'll look at clips from hole number 5, a par 4 at 290 yards. So let's see if they manage to find the fairway, or even harder yet, the green.
Bada bing, bada boom, to the moon.
A pretty good drive from Cody, landing at the bottom of the hill, approaching the green, and of course, a lovely close-up. I've gotten word he was just a bit confused by the camera and was just getting a closer look. Now Dylan had an interesting drive here that, well, I wouldn't even really consider it a drive. I don't know if you saw the dirt that flew up as he hit the ball. That, of course, is from the ball burying itself into the earth before breaking out and bouncing away, terrified, trying to escape. Let's take a slow-mo look at that swing one more time. And this slow-mo cam is sponsored by Mulligan Mutual Insurance, protecting golfers from the consequences of their own decisions since golf was invented. Mulligan Mutual, because sometimes your first swing is just a warm-up. Luckily, they are playing best ball, even though sometimes the ball is far from good. Hopefully we'll see some recovery in Dylan's game. Next, we'll look at their second shot on hole 5, where they need to get up and down on the green to hopefully put it in the hole for birdie. Cody cutting it short and landing his ball short of the green on the steep hill. Dylan miraculously overshooting the green by just a little, rolling it down the hill onto the back edge of the green. Let's see if they can make the long putt for birdie. Cody putting first, followed by Dylan.
Oh, that goes way left. Ooh, the speed was good. Oh, right in front of him. Caught the left of this hill, I caught the right of it. Ended up exactly the same. Oh, man. Poop. Oh, okay. All right.
Wow. They managed to land equal distances from the hole on either side, proceeding to miss their par putts, and then luckily Dylan could sink his for bogey. Next we'll take a look at hole 6, a 365-yard par 4. I'm not sure how much worse it could get.
Holy
Bless you.
that bug. Oh, it just flew right in my mouth. I saw it coming and it didn't even try to miss me. Hey.
Sources say Cody was okay after the bug flew into his mouth, thankfully. Cody with a good playable drive, and Dylan did land in a recoverable spot, but the signature Berkeley slice sent his ball so far right it is now considered a political statement. Let's see if the boys managed to pick up their game at all on hole 6.
Well, I kind of want to smack another one. Off camera. Oh.
Our first look at some mulligans at the Mulligan Masters Invitational. Cody getting a hold of that Berkeley slice in his first shot. He did get a hold of it in his second attempt off camera and land behind the green somewhere. Dylan's first shot was less than adequate, landing a couple feet in front of him. But again, his second shot was better, going to the left a tad, but he stated it was because of the wind. Unfortunately, we do not have any more clips from the rest of hole 6, but we did hear that eventually they got a bogey. Next, we will take a look at hole 8, a 165-yard par 3. I have also been told that we'll see our first history fact about the course on this hole. So let's take a look.
Little fun fact about this hole. That up there where the road is actually where Rosa Parks caught her last bus. Right up there at that intersection. And we all know how that turned out. American hero.
Oh, wait. Wow. A true American hero. Cody, clearly emotional over the history here, did run his ball inches above the ground, but Dylan did seem to help them out by landing his to the left of the cart path, only after waiting for that car to pass, fearing the Berkeley slice would strike again. Their second shots were luckily saved by Cody. He managed to bump it up to the edge of the green, directly in front of them. And Dylan landed in the sand trap. Let's take a look at their putts.
Oh, too hard. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Well, first off, I will say that was a beautiful putt made by Dylan that I was not expecting. The celebration by Cody was absolutely necessary, with his putt stopping past the hole. But they managed to secure par on hole 8. Don't forget to stick around after the next hole to see Cody's lesson about the trees locally found here. But first, let's see what fact awaits us on hole 11, a 389-yard par 4, and see how the boys handled their tee shots.
This here, in the Mesozoic era, a glacier, this is where a glacier moved down towards those mountains way over there in the distance. They call it Penguin Passage. This is where the penguins used to deliver 6-ounce coleslaw bags to the polar bears and the sea walruses, being that, well, they were trapped on an island of ice. So the penguins would go travel to the other lands, steal coleslaw from the villagers, and bring them back for the larger mammals that couldn't swim that far. Penguin Passage, hole 11. Giddy up, boys! Ah! Hey!
Giddy up, boys. Indeed. What a historic course, not only in our past as humans, but in the natural past before us. Cody with a high-flying drive landing on the left side of the fairway. Dylan managed to use the Berkeley slice and hit his ball directly towards the trees and curl it back by the fairway. But of course they used Cody's drive. Let's take a look at their next 3 shots, just to get in front of the green on hole 11 and decide to just putt from the fringe.
On the green. This shot is dedicated to the late, great Chuck Norris. You will be missed. Bombs away, boys. This one is for Betty White. Let's go! Get in there!
Now, I'm not too sure anyone would be very pleased with those shots being dedicated to them. Neither of them had very good shots at any point here. Thankfully, by their last approach shot, Cody managed to land short of the green, while Dylan landed on the green, but his ball rolled off the right side. Probably because of the wind. Let's see how they handled the putting.
Okay, my last shot on Penguin Passage is dedicated to Kanye West. Jeez.
I suck at putting, dude. Oh my. Around the world.
Somehow, they managed to find themselves on either side of the cup again, missing their bogey putts and taking the gimme for double bogey. Now for the moment we've been waiting for, Cody's lesson on local flora, brought to us by the official golf cart repair hotline. If it squeaks, rattles, or smells like burning, call us, please.
Come over here. You see these? It's really dry sticks. That means there's going to be blackberries here growing pretty soon. Usually they come around, well, it depends on if your mountainside's facing north or south, but usually they come around towards mid-April, sometimes early April, depending on the weather and obviously the frosts and stuff. But if you come over here, I'm going to show you a honey locust. This tree here is called a honey locust. Do you notice how all the branches are kind of growing little thorns? Can you see that? Right here. Very sharp. You got to be very careful. And unfortunately, we're pretty much plagued with them here. They're everywhere. But they are worth a good bit of money, so if you know anyone that's interested in honey locust, subscribe and send me a PayPal. Come up here. Here we have the classic white maple. It's been here for a long time. the white maple. Unfortunately, it did steal this land at one point from the native maples, but it still goes strong. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but this is one of my favorite trees. Now this one, on the other hand, this is an old honey locust. Check this out. It's that easy. Old honey locust is very brittle. So if you don't catch it at the right time, you're not going to get your money's worth out of it. But it does make good firewood. So in a pinch, honey maple for the win.
Honey locust for the win. Now, I'm not sure if he changed the name at the last minute to confuse everyone watching so we don't go after his honey locust profits, or if it's something else, but we'll let it go. So many amazing species are located there in rural Pennsylvania. So, with that being said, let's move on to our final hole, number 13, a 140-yard par 3 with a beautiful pond we will learn about from the course historian, Cody. Our last highlight and fun fact are brought to us by Haterade, hydration for athletes who give it their all, and for golfers like these two. Introducing Haterade, the You Tried line, featuring flavors like mild regret and emotional recovery.
I don't know if you can see it or not. Down there on the water, there's a very beautiful black swan. Oh my God, there's an alligator. It's not often you see a black swan in Crater Lake. This originally, I think it was a Triassic era, was where the meteor that killed all the dinosaurs landed. And now they've repurposed it into a nice lake here on hole 13. Now we get to play golf over it. It's pretty cool. You made it.
I made it.
Might be the first time you made it over the water on your first try.
Yeah.
Wind's taking it. Not too shabby. On the green.
A beautiful swan indeed. Dylan's tee shot landing to the left of the green, which is a true accomplishment, since our sources say almost every time he comes to this hole, his first ball always goes into Crater Lake. Cody landed his shot on the left green, securing them a long birdie putt. Let's see how the boys handled it.
Not hard enough. That would have been pretty close.
Booyah!
Again, Cody overshooting the cup, hitting our camera, and this time Dylan leaves it short. Cody sinking the short par putt from behind the camera, securing them a par on hole 13. And that concludes our journey through the unforgettable, unexplainable, and occasionally unsafe brilliance of the Mulligan Masters Invitational, a tournament no one asked for, featuring athletes no one scouted, playing golf no one should replicate. We've seen shots that defied physics, decisions that defied logic, and recoveries that defied every known coaching tip ever written. These moments, these glorious disasters, remind us why this tournament stands alone. Not for perfection, but for persistence. Not for mastery, but for the courage to say, run that back. From the fairways that tested patience to the mulligans that restored hope, these highlights captured the heart of a competition built on second chances and third attempts. On behalf of the entire crew here at WWD Sports Central, thank you for reliving the chaos, the comedy, and the questionable athleticism with us. Until next time, keep swinging, keep dreaming, and remember, in this sport, Greatness is optional, but the Mulligan is forever.